have observed many cases that the married couple's relationship get worse after the childbirth. And that happens with this. This is another chart that I bring to get today. And it was based on someone's question. And I'll just go really quick for that. The fire is daily master, and then looks fire's energy is really big. And earth looks second largest. There's no metal, there's no wood, and there's little water there, and the yearly pillar. Can the program you use be downloaded? No, I'm just using the PowerPoint, the Microsoft. Will the wood counterflow on the metal, causing it to get even smaller? Counterflow onto the metal. In this case, if the small wood counterflow onto the metal, causing it to get even smaller, it's not become smaller, it is just less powerful. So it's not really a big difference, but with the earth, the metal's energy is much bigger. The large wood would flow onto the metal. I kind of get what you're asking, but not exactly. Yeah, metal controls the wood. That's this chart. The strong metal controls this wood, but wood try to overcome, right? Wood try to overcome this controlling aspect. It's like the wood is really small, like if the tree is really small, and then if the strong person tries to cut that tree with the saw, and the heat is producing from that, and there's one way to consider. And that is the way how this wood want to control this metal. Like wood itself cannot really fight with the metal because metal's too big. So the way this wood can do is producing fire, generate fire, let this fire control the metal. And this is the analogy that if this is a male chart, if this guy controls this wood too much, which means desire for the woman, this wood as a wealth spirit, the romantic relationship partner of this metal, produces child and then controls this father. Without this child, the child is child of this wood. This is an official spirit, I said. This is an official for the metal, but it is child of the wood. So usually official spirit become the children for the male chart. And we all have observed many cases that the married couple's relationship get worse after the childbirth. And that happens with this. In this case, that's really balanced picture because metal is weak and metal is strong and the wealth is weak. So if this producing controls this metal, that's kind of more balanced picture. But in this case, if the strong wood produces fire, and if this large fire controls this metal is already small, but the desire of this metal kind of produces official spirit as a child or children, and then it controls the daily master again. So it becomes smaller after childbirth, after having a child. And that's right, that happens in medicine as well. The metal and wood relationship is between the lung and the liver, lung and the gallbladder, like that. And then those two relationship should be balanced. Metal suppressing and the wood uprising should be balanced. And then if it's not balanced, the fire, pathogenic fire, could be created from that. And then that one attacks the metal organ, the lung, and the lung become like pneumonic situation, something like that. If my wealth element is metal, daily master fire, does it mean I need to act like earth to get wealth element? It depends on your partiality. So you're talking about this, right? Your daily master is fire, and then to get the wealth spirit, you have to produce this earth to get the wealth, right? So that's what I'm saying. If you are a strong person, the strong chart as daily master, if either daily master is strong, the friendship spirit, or if mother spirit is strong, and if earth is really small, I'm exaggerating this size. If friendship spirit and mother spirit, the wood fire is dominant, and you want to get this small wealth as a metal, then you want to increase this earth as a, what did you say? Trust and community. Yeah, to get the wealth element, if you are like that. But in other case, it will be different. If you are really weak, your daily master is weak, and if the wealth spirit is this big, if you produce this earth element as the trust and community, and then it will only increase this wealth spirit, and yourself become smaller. So I cannot say it is a good way if you are a weak fire chart. In this case, you have to focus on maybe mother spirit more, the wood element. That's the power dynamic. Air and fire are male, water and earth are feminine receptive. This is so strong metal chart. Is Ren water tiger wood this year makes more balance, or his official elements grow stronger and he should work with official element. Strong metal chart. Usually if that chart is strong metal, that is our example, right? The Ren water tiger year would be a good year for this chart for make more balance, because water wood, Ren water with the tiger is increasing. It is adding up the water and wood energy to this chart, so it makes more balance. Or his official element grows stronger and he should work. That one as well. If his official spirit is also dominant, it should be connected together, the wood to fire. So it is a good chance, like Ren water tiger year has some positive meaning for earning money, and then if it is connected with the official spirit, he can or she can consider about connecting with the official, which means the government stuff or school and any kind of that organizational energy. Earlier I was referring to the insulting cycle, also known as a Wu cycle. Essentially it is a counterflow. Yeah, that is a opposite of the controlling cycle, right? Like metal controls wood, and then wood can counter control, counteract to the metal. So in this case, if wood is really strong, what exactly you said is happening, because metal is actually controlling the wood. Metal should control the wood in 5-element cycle, but if wood is too large, this metal cannot really control this wood. But instead of that, this wood will counter control the metal. That is the Wu cycle. The element that is supposed to be controlled by other element, if that element is really big, they kind of reverse control this metal. Okay, I will cover this chart maybe next week. I'm running out of time for today. Any last question you have? But that is good to think about. The air and fire are male, water and earth are feminine as a receptive. I'll think about that. Weak metal daily master, what to do in 2022 to gain more money in career. I just explained that. Be more prepared, more study, more learning, and then being more expert in your field, and then try to get money. Not just invest your money to something. Yeah, you have to be prepared more. If you're going to metal luck cycle, that naturally gives you more money, right? And more strength for your daily master. So you can use that power to gather the people or study more to do that, then research more. Can you cover how official works? Yeah, I will prepare the official spirits for next week. Should a young wood day master look for a career during Earth Monkey Month? Earth Monkey Month means August in this year, right? It depends on young wood day master can have dominant energy with wood or water. It depending on what's your dominant energy and what's your Yongshin. I Ching and Batsa can work together very well. You can use I Ching for there's another study about using I Ching the method is using I Ching, and then the interpretation is using Batsa theory. So it can be used as a divination method. Yeah, they share the same similar principle so you can combine together. Okay, the last one. If a strong daily master person does not have output element in his chart, can the person amass wealth? The answer is yes, you can. As I talked about the output, there are two kinds of output, child spirit and the wealth. And if strong person meet the wealth or child spirit year or the great luck cycle, that person can surely produce the wealth. Yeah, I will explain the I Ching method later. Yeah, that's really complicated though. Okay, this is for today's session. I will see you guys next week. A lot of questions today. So, all right. Thank you, everyone.